Man, welcome back. It's been a minute. Been a minute.
It has been a
How
minute.
have things been going for you?
It's pretty good, pretty good. Very busy, but we're living it up, you know. There's only so much you
Got
can do.
got a new little job with the Royals.
I did get a job with the Royals, so I'll be starting with them soon and then moving out to Arizona for their spring training facilities and everything are out there. So been moving out there a couple months. So I'm
What
excited.
are you going to be doing with them?
I will be part of their biomechanics and sports science team, working as a fellow. So it's somewhere between an internship and an entry level position, but I'm really excited to get the experience, get my foot in the door.
Yeah, Arizona too, bro. That's sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot when I'm there though, so it'll be an adjustment from the Midwest, that's for sure.
But it's a lot drier than it is in the Midwest or East Coast. It's like,
Yeah, it won't be like the humid hot where it's like ew,
yeah.
but it's still
So
gonna be
it could
like
be like
the way you
126
sing.
feels like 100 or something like that. But
Yeah,
um, and your body
we'll see
also
when we get
adjusts.
there.
So like when it's like 126. Your body kind of like adjusts as if it's like 100. It's kind
Yeah,
of, I don't know. We'll see.
it'll be interesting.
I wanted to come visit you there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pull
Little
up.
trip. Have you been to the West Coast before?
I have some cousins in Colorado that I visit, like every couple of years. But
Nice.
okay, Colorado, Wyoming, I haven't really been past that, so it'll be new territory to explore. It should be fun.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's get started here.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
plug a couple of things here. The TikTok is Batters Box HQ. If you guys want to follow that, you'll see some clips. We'll be posting those on there as well as the Instagram, which is the same Batters Box HQ. And would you believe it? We have a Twitter now. Which will
Hey,
also be Batters Box HQ. So we made it very simple.
Sage.
Um, and we're excited. We're also excited about what's coming as we're now rebranding to no logo.
New logo.
So let me share my screen. Here we go. There it
Bang!
is, everybody. The new
It
Batters Box logo
is the batter's
for
box.
season three. We kind of wanted to switch it up and kind of first two seasons were kind of like one foot in the door, one foot out, kind of just seeing what what we had, what our niche was going to be, and um we were a little bit inconsistent with it. This season, we're trying to be as consistent as possible, trying to get a podcast out to you guys once a week and short form clips and stuff like that via Reels, TikToks, whatever the case may be. So, and then of course YouTube Shorts. So we wanted to kind of rebrand and restart here, season three. So, what are your thoughts on the logo, Andrew?
I think it's crisp. I like it looks like more real dirt. I think the last one was a little bit, I mean I made the last one, so this is all hate on me, but it was more of a turf field, so this feels a little bit more authentic with the it just feels more like real dirt. Like put me on a
Yeah,
baseball field and let's play.
this was ChatGPT, so we can give all the credit to ChatGPT here. I did none of this except ask it kind of what to put, and it kind of went back and forth a little bit because it's good to it's good to a certain point, and then it doesn't understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
So a couple different versions of this, but we were able to find it. We got a lot coming the next couple of months here. Um, so there's a lot to look forward to here.
let's go.
I'm excited. A lot of
Crisp.
baseball stuff to get into here. Some news.
Yeah.
New news. No, we can't do that. We'll get copyright.
We don't want that. First episode of season three. Not a good look.
No.
But yeah, there's
Just
been a
get
lot
kicked
going
off
on this off season.
just get kicked off of YouTube for the get kicked off of YouTube the the first episode of season three.
It'd be a tough look.
Not where
It'd
you
be a
want
tough
to
look.
start. So let's get into it. Some big offseason moves. Three-way trade news. Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, and Los Angeles Angels are in agreement on a deal that will send outfielder Josh Lowe to the Angels infielder Gavin Lux and right-hander Chris Clark to the Rays, and left-hander reliever Brock Burke to the Reds. So
That sounds
even
correct.
trade, but that was the biggest news on Friday. We didn't get any other news.
Nope.
I'm just kidding. Obviously, Kyle Tucker to the Los Angeles Dodgers.
To the Dodgers. The Dodgers once again have gotten the biggest piece in the offseason, arguably. Um, and yeah, they're just what they
Yeah,
need, right? After two back-to-back World Series titles,
I couldn't
they
believe it.
really, really needed Tucker.
Yeah, but look, it's like you had Michael Conforto starting for you in the outfield last year, right? So it's like to an extent, yeah, but also they fill the holes that need to be filled. Like we'll talk about Edwin Diaz in a little bit, who went to the Dodgers 3 years, $69 million.
Huge. Very nice.
And yeah, um, you were kind of in and out of Roki Sasaki and his closer role, and you kind of want a stabilized closer. Um, so I don't mind them going out and getting a guy like Edwin Diaz, who's a bona fide closer, and like that that's your guy there. Um, they just go out and get the guys that they need and get depth. I mean, they're
Yeah.
starting. They have the best rotation in baseball. They have four
Yeah.
aces, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's incredible. It really, really is. So people kind of say they're ruining baseball, but at the same time, they're just aggressive and they have the money and they say, look, um, we're not afraid to open our wallets because we have 60,000. What's the how many can fit in Dodger Stadium?
I don't know off the top of my head. Um,
56,000. Yeah, we have
yeah.
56,000. We sell out every game. Like we're gonna make that money back, right? I
Yeah.
mean, they probably made back the Shohei money this season.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so they're not afraid to open up their wallets. People
Yeah.
say they're ruining baseball, but
Do you think any of the ruining baseball aspect is true? What are your thoughts on that before we go too deep into the off season?
um, it's it's true to an extent because they're offering more money than anybody. Um, like absurd amounts of overpay.
Mm,
Uh, and like if you're a baseball player, why wouldn't you want to go to the Dodgers? Right?
get more
I
money and
get
better
money and
chance
win
to
a
win.
ring. Like,
Those are the things you want to do when you're playing baseball.
right, for example, Edwin Diaz, 3 years, 69 million. Who wouldn't take that deal when the other best deal you have is like 20 million short of that?
Yeah. And you're probably not going to win a ring.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
definitely not wouldn't know ring with the Mets.
Do you think there should be any sort of salary cap?
I do think so. But I think there needs to be a salary floor as well. I don't know what that
Yes.
is. I don't know what that looks like.
I think
I hope that it doesn't cause I don't think any lockout that happens next year will cause regular season games to be missed.
yeah.
That
I think
I can tell you.
I think the biggest thing is it's like not like the Dodgers' fault. I think it's the biggest thing is the gap is that we have like the Marlins, the Rockies, that just like don't spend money and like it's like oh no, I'll feel bad for them, but like they're not doing anything to like try and get big names. Like you have to like spend money. Like that's just part of the game. I think the gap needs to be shrunk, whether it's like a
I
salary
mean, even
floor or a
look
salary
at the
cap or some
Guardians,
combination.
right? The Guardians don't do anything.
Well, they do stuff. They just like are well spent money. Like
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I mean I think the extremes are ruining baseball in the sense of like the
yeah,
people that don't spend any money are ruining baseball and the people that are spending uh what the Dodgers spent $1 billion last year during the offseason. I guess what happened? They won a World Series, but also at the same time, uh who hit the homer to win him the World Series. Not Shohei Ohtani, not Freddie Freeman, not any of these guys he signed. Miguel Rojas,
Biggie roll.
right? Save the World Series for them. That was a crazy Game 7 to watch.
That was wild.
Um,
That was wild. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was just one of those things that like you felt was gonna happen. Um,
Yeah. They were kind of inevitable. Like down two, they started getting runners on base. You're like, oh, this is not good.
so Miguel Rojas, and then he once again saved the World Series with a play at the plate there. Um, I mean, the Blue Jays were an inch away from winning the World Series right there.
Yeah.
Um, so, and we'll talk about the Blue Jays as we go on through this offseason talk. Um, but yeah, Tucker to the Dodgers, Diaz to the Dodgers. It's you have a bona fide closer. Like that's who you send out there in the ninth inning, and he's been great. He's had
He
more,
struggled. He struggled a little bit,
yeah.
especially last year. But I do think like he'll be fine. Like you're not,
As long as he's not celebrating,
and it's yeah, no celebrating strikeouts anymore. And like as long as they can get him to like find his stride by playoffs, like he doesn't have to worry about making the playoffs. Like on the Mets is a little bit like, will they make the playoffs? They're always like kind of fighting for it, especially with the Phillies in that division. But like it's the Dodgers, like they're going to make the playoffs. That's just the way that it is. And if they don't, then the world will rejoice. So yeah,
yeah.
I think he'll be good. It'll be a good ad for them for sure.
This next one here, Kyle, not Kyle. Wow,
Not
Alex
Kyle.
Bregman.
Alex Bregman. The Cubs did
Man,
some
what
good.
what a night for Chicago that it was. The
Yeah.
night that they so they got Alex Bregman while they were down to the Packers. Um,
Insane
I know
comeback
this is
win.
near and dear to your heart. Kind of like a bittersweet night for you there. You get Alex Bregman,
Get
and then
Alex Bregman. He did the thing.
your team, the Green Bay Packers, ends up blowing the lead and losing to the Chicago Bears. But
Yeah. I don't want to get too much into the football, but that second half was some of the
that
worst
hey, that's
defense I've
coming
ever
next
watched.
year, guys. Next
Yeah.
season. I don't want to spoil anything, but
Little line of
keep an
scrimmage.
eye out. Um,
Yeah. No, the Packers did not deserve to win that game. I wouldn't necessarily say the Bears did either, but I guess more so
yeah.
than the Packers. So both are
Um,
out now. So I mean, kind of just is what it is. Patriots, Seahawks, Super Bowl. That's just the way that it's gonna be.
Jared Sinham, dude, you never know.
They, I do know. I do know.
I think Nick Foles tweeted out something. We're gonna get off of football after this because it's a football podcast. But Nick Foles, this is like actually him tweeting from his account. Note for the Broncos and their fans. I know it has been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and the team, and I'm starting sending prayers for a strong recovery. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup QBs in championship type games.
True. That's funny.
And look, I'm
That's
a
funny.
Pats fan, but you just gotta laugh at that. And I mean,
Yeah,
that's so true.
that's a good tweet.
Um, so
Yeah,
but yeah,
but
Bregman to the Cubs.
yeah,
Uh,
I think the Cubs made some good moves. They got Cabrera, they got Bregman, filling like I wouldn't necessarily say that like Matt Shaw at third base was like a huge gaping hole. I think he was developing really well, but I do think him as like Swiss Army knife bench piece is going to be more effective than having when we can have Bregman at like our daily third base hole.
yeah,
And then
I
Cabrera is
heard I heard he might
filling
be playing
desperate
second
starting
though.
pitching need. Bregman at second.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
I mean, if we get rid of Nico Horner, I have no idea what we're doing as a front office.
Hey, trade him to us, man. That would be awesome.
I genuinely will be so sad, and I might not watch baseball anymore.
Wasn't your fantasy team named after Nico
Yeah,
last
he's
year?
he's genuinely my favorite player in the MLB, maybe ever. He's just so good at what he does, and like, there's no reason to trade him when like we would have such a good infield. Bregman at third, Dansby at short, Nico at second, Bush at first. Like as far as like bang for your buck goes, that's like elite, elite production defensively
So let's talk
and
about the
offensively.
contract though. 175,
Hmm.
$35 million a year. Um, he's going to be 32 at the start of the season. So you're paying him until he's 37.
Hmm.
Uh, kind of what are your thoughts on that long-term contract and the AAV there?
Um, I think like Bregman has proved through his career that he is a good third baseman defensively, offensively, like all around. Like yes, he will more than likely decline a little bit. But I don't think that deal is like overly like we're not overpaying like a ton for him. I don't think. Um, I do feel like this is not like backed or anything, but I feel like Bregman's the type of guy who's just gonna be like solid even as he ages. Like he might not be like amazing. He's not gonna go like win an MVP probably, but like he's going to be a very like fundamentally sound offensive
Kind of
defensive
like an
third
Ian
baseman.
Kinsler
Yeah,
towards the end of his career. Yeah, just able to like take that ball the other way and kind of go with it.
yeah.
Always
I,
going to be a solid glove no matter what.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Um, I think he might transition into that second base role towards the end of that contract. I mean, I was just surprised. I think I saw the Red Sox offered 5,160, I think was
Gotcha.
the number there. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see.
Yeah, and I think
This is new in season three. We're fact checking ourselves so that we don't give out false information.
no false information. But I do think that um like going into the off season, like I had really no intention, like I didn't think at all that we would be keeping Tucker. So I think that they also were thinking that in the front office, just based on what we saw last year. Like playoff Kyle Tucker just looked like he didn't want to be there, which is weird when you're in the playoffs. And like that's kind of the whole thing in baseball. It's like you want to win when you're in the playoffs. He just had no hustle.
Look,
He'd
you
be
either
rolling
have
over
it or you
ground
don't
balls
in the
to first
playoffs.
base and just yeah, just
With
jogging
the
like jogs.
Astros in the playoffs too, he wasn't good in the playoffs. So,
Yeah, it might
um,
just be a personality thing. I've seen some anonymous comments from clubhouse workers, but I'll talk about that a little bit later.
wow. So the contract the Red Sox offered was 5 years, 165.
Gotcha.
Uh, but the Cubs went with the no trade clause, and that was what
Mm,
eventually got the job done.
yeah,
The Red Sox didn't want to give a no trade clause, which is kind of insane, to me.
they like trading third baseman with a lot of years left on their contract, from what I've heard.
They like trading their stars, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
of course, you get the Red Sox fan overreaction, um, saying that the offseason's over and that we're going to be in last place. Um,
yeah,
Now, at the time, we hadn't signed who we're going to talk about in a little bit. Um, but I think we'll be totally fine. And
yeah.
I think this gives an opening for Marcelo Meyer. Um,
Mm,
Obviously, the Red Sox have had trade talks with Isak Paredes, which I think that deal is going to get done uh, sometime this week, from what I've been hearing about. Um, Whether that's Jaron Duran in there or whether that's Isak Paredes, I wouldn't mind keeping Duran, to be honest. Uh,
yeah,
and then you look at the pitchers we have,
very good rotation.
very good, but a lot of pieces. Um, and we also have 41 players on our 40 currently. So by the end of the week, we'll have to either release one or make a trade. So that's going to be interesting to see what they do there. Um, Trying to find this starting rotation here. I'm not able to find it, but there's 10 possible starters you have.
Yeah,
Um, the MLB's putting Patrick Sandoval as the five man. I don't think that's happening. I don't think he'll
you'll
be
never know.
starter. The good thing is you have a lot of guys that can also transition into the bullpen. Like I think Peyton Toll's going to
Yeah,
be a bullpen, a long reliever. Somebody can just pump gas, and then you
yeah,
have 7, 8, 9 of Peyton Toll. You got Justin Slayton coming back from injury, Garrett Whitlock, and then of course Aroldis Chapman, who learned how to aim a baseball this year, right? Is what the
so
Connor Wong
different.
taught him how to aim. I wish he would have been able to see that when he was at the Cubs, but
He did just exactly what he needed to do. Nothing more, nothing less.
yeah. I guess he
Um,
technically won a World Series with you guys, so but
Technically, he
he
definitely
almost
did.
lost it for you. Game 7 against
Yeah,
Rajay Davis. Um,
that was a crazy game.
that was insane. So yeah, I think the Red Sox will be totally fine.
And like that depth, that's something that like we talked about even a little bit ago with the Dodgers. Like you have all these like really good starters, and like as long as you can successfully transition them to the bullpen, like that just makes you that much better. So I
Yeah.
don't think that's like a problem per
No,
se.
but I think a trade is coming because
Yeah,
having that many starters in your pocket, um, and needing a kind of middle of the order guy,
yeah,
um, but if we are to give up Duran or Bale, I don't think it's just Paredes coming over. I think there's gonna have to be somebody else.
yeah,
Wilyer Abreu is another guy that I think the Red Sox might part ways with, but I think it's probably gonna be Duran because Willier's got 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, Gold Glove, and he's a lot younger, more controllable. The other thing is the Red Sox, uh, like the have a lot of control with the starting rotation now. They have Crochet, who they just signed last year. They have Suarez for 5 years. Oviedo, Sonny Gray. Like these are guys that like Sonny Gray is 2 years, and he's like the lowest uh controlled starter there. But you have a lot of guys that are tapped in for a while with the Red
hmm
Sox, so they have a good young core. And then we'll talk about Roman Anthony at a later date, but I mean that's
yeah. That's all
so.
you can ask for. A core to develop.
You guys also made a trade Edward Cabrera,
Yeah,
uh,
I
El
think that'll be
Mundo God.
yes, true. Outlier badge. Throws like 102, just straight gas. But yeah, I think that's a good trade for the Cubs. They did give up top outfield prospect Owen Casey, but
I mean, was there a fit for him though?
they're not really unless we had an injury because Hap, PCA, and Suzuki like all playing good ball, all like cornerstones of the team. And like, yes, he could like platoon in with Hap and left or something, or just kind of be like the bench rotation outfielder. But I think he kind of deserves to like be like somebody's real outfielder, and I think he'll have a chance to do that in Miami. He'll probably be very good, and like looking back on it, people will be like, "Oh, the Cubs were stupid to trade him," but pitching is like the biggest, especially starting pitching, the biggest hole that we need to fill.
My
But
only concern with the trade here is he hasn't. Last year was the most innings he had thrown. He had a good year, 3.4 year or 3.5 ERA,
yeah,
um, 137 innings, and that's the most he's thrown.
yeah,
Um,
he's got a little bit of like a injury prone risk to him. Um, but you know, if we can
but
get
he's
people to
got a
stay
good arm.
healthy, yeah, he's got a ton of potential, a ton of upside, and I think that's what we're looking for because we do have all these guys still. Like we have Shota, we have Cade Horton, Justin Steele, um, Colin
Still
Rea
gonna be
threw
ready
very
for
well
opening
last
day.
year. Steele, I don't think so. Horton will be good. I think Steele, I don't think he'll be ready for opening day. I want to say he's like a more of a like May June return, but I'm not
Okay.
positive on that.
So I mean, yeah, I mean that was a big thing for you guys. You had a great offense, but the
Yeah,
pitching kind of you had Shota, and you had Justin Steele the year before. Cade Horton, like you said, was a great piece for you guys.
yeah,
And there's
he's
always guys that step up that you don't expect to.
Yeah,
you guys
Colin
think that
Rea
Dak
threw very well in
expected to
the
step up and
postseason.
stuff like that. So, um, we'll see. I do think Owen Casey might have been a little bit of an overpay, uh, just because of the innings pitched thing and like his injury pronage. Um, but look, you got to get uncomfortable in this day and age and um,
Yeah,
do everything to kind of get those players. So I don't mind the trade, and I think you guys are gonna, come September, you guys are really gonna like it.
yeah. And I don't think we need to like we're not gonna be like relying on him as our ace, which will be good. Like there's room for him
Yep.
to like
Yep.
struggle and develop like towards the
Yeah.
middle back end of the rotation even.
Kind of back to Bregman too. Going from like one of the most hitter friendly ballparks in Major League Baseball to the 23rd hitter friendly ballpark in Major
Yeah,
League Baseball, that surprised me a little bit. Um, Chicago is not a place that gives up a lot of doubles. Um, like we said, I mean, it's the 23 most hitter friendly ballpark. So a little bit interesting to me that he would make that decision, but he
yeah,
seems to love Chicago. He seems to love him. So
yeah,
um, hopefully you make a couple more moves and get some bullpen pieces, and you can put together a
yep,
team here.
absolutely. We can move on to the at least money wise, one of the other biggest moves in the offseason, Dylan Cease to Toronto. That was a big one.
Had the
That was a big one.
had a similar season as Sonny Gray last year. I'm just gonna put that out there. 210's a lot of money for
It
Dylan
is a lot of
Cease.
money.
Um,
7 years is a long time for a
he's
pitcher
got
as well.
strikeout stuff, but he also gives up a lot of long balls. Um, let's just take a gander at his stats right here.
I mean, for a pitcher who's already 30 years old, a 7 year deal is a long time.
He had a 4.5 ERA last year in 32 starts. 1.33 WHIP, has a career 3.8 ERA, 3.9. Um, I the strikeouts, I think, the innings pitched, I think he's an innings eater. He's going to throw a lot of innings.
Yeah.
Has 1,000 over his uh 6 year career here, right? Gave up 21 bombs last year. The lowest he's given up is 12. That was 2020. Um, yeah, I mean, he's a good pitcher. Is he a pitcher that's worth $210 million? I don't think so. Um, but once again, we just talked about how you had to get uncomfortable. Um,
I think when it comes to starting pitching, like having like name guys that like even if they do struggle, like like they are very good pitchers, and like at the end of the day, like that's somebody that you want on the mound. I think that's big, especially for a rotation like this. Where they have like
is Savage,
four good dudes, like very
Gossman.
solid, but like having that name, I think at the top, like now having Cease,
Gossman's
Gosman,
splitter was
Beaver, Savage,
insane in the
Barrios.
playoffs.
Yeah.
But I mean, once again, though, I mean, what Gossman's now? How old is Gossman?
Also, I old. Um, Cease is 30. Gosman is 35. So
Oh. Born in 1991. Jeez.
OG.
It's onk, man. So that, how long can you kind of keep
Yeah,
pitching
it's
like you are?
it's tough for pitchers. I wouldn't say he's like.
He's a
I
good pitcher.
think
I
he's
think he's a better pitcher than Dylan Cease.
I think he's more of the
Ace.
archetype. He's more of the archetype that has good stuff in his late years. I feel
Yeah.
like he's closer to Adam Wainwright than he is to like someone who I don't even know, like someone who just
Corey
fizzles
Kluber.
out after a couple years. Yeah,
Yeah. We already talked about Edwin Diaz, the Dodgers.
hmm
Kyle Schwarber staying in Philadelphia. I
Happy
think
for him.
that was always going to be his choice there.
Yeah, I know
Uh,
the Reds really wanted him, but they weren't going to give him anything close to 5 for 155. I want to say, oh, I forget what it was because it was so long ago. I want to say they offered like 4 years, 130
I
or
heard
something.
that they might have been a little bit closer than that. Let me see.
Yeah,
Uh,
I I think they were within 30 mil for sure. Um, I can't remember, but yeah, that'll be
I
good
mean,
for
that's
them.
his
I
home.
mean,
I mean that's kind of where he's made a name for not a name for himself, but
yeah, that's like his career. That's
oh,
going to be
okay.
his
It was
legacy.
5/125, so yeah, they were 25 off. Good call, dude. Wow.
I was off
Uh,
in the years, but that does make sense. Huge.
returning.
Um,
Oh, he was born in Ohio. He grew up near Middletown.
yeah, that's why the Reds, all the Reds fans were like, "Oh, he's from Ohio. He wants to come home," but the Reds just didn't get it
I
done.
was hoping maybe Red Sox would pick him up,
Yeah, bring him back.
but they didn't.
I mean, everybody wanted Schwarber. Nobody doesn't want Schwarber on their
Oh my
team. Like,
goodness.
there's nothing more you can ask for than just a dude who's gonna
I
go
mean,
hit
cut down
50
on the
homers.
strikeouts too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The last couple of years. Uh,
yeah. Just one of those players that's just like absolutely electric to watch because it's like
I,
you don't need to like go win an MVP, but you're gonna go hit 40 to 50 homers, and we're gonna love every
from the
minute of it.
leadoff spot, man.
Yeah,
My goodness, kind of changed the game for the leadoff spot, right?
yeah.
What was once kind of like get on base, kind of not that he doesn't get on base, but
Now it's a take advantage of the grooved
the power,
fastball.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
so like you see Roman Anthony leading off, you see Shohei leading off sometimes, and I'm not comparing Roman Anthony to Shohei Ohtani, but
I mean
just guys that,
Michael Bush for the Cubs in the
yeah.
playoffs had two or three leadoff home runs, getting it
So
done.
it's interesting to see
Yeah,
uh,
for sure.
that leadoff, but great spot for him. Happy for him.
Yep.
He's one of my favorite non Red Sox, I would say. Um, the next big deal, Pete Alonso to the Baltimore Orioles. This was winter weekend, right?
Yeah, that feels like a long time ago. But yeah, I think it was winter meetings.
You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was I don't know, I wasn't really expecting this, but I do
No.
think for the Orioles this is good because like they really like they have that young core. They have a lot of like good players, but I think having a power bat in the lineup that's consistently a power bat will be huge, but also just kind of that veteran presence with the locker room full of like all the young dudes like Colton Cowser, Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, etc. Jackson Holiday. I
This
think
is
I think
very
that'll be
true.
big for them.
Um, yeah, no, I really uh it was shocking to me as a Red Sox fan. I thought we were gonna land him if the Mets didn't. I, I don't think we missed out by that bad. I don't think. Um, oh, maybe we did. Um, I just don't think we were willing to go to 5/155, which yeah, once again for a guy who's in his 30s, I just don't think the Red Sox are comfortable giving out those contracts.
Yeah,
Because
which is fair.
okay, yeah, because what happened was we did it with Pablo Sandoval and Hanley Ramirez, and look what happened, right? They just kind of took our money and ran.
Yeah,
Um, I think they're more that they like signing people to contract extensions that are in their early 20s and mid 20s
yeah,
and stuff like that. Like Roman Anthony, you have for another 9 years here.
yeah. That's very evident in like just the roster that you guys have. Very very young core with like a couple veteran like pieces here and there.
But at the same time, like Pete Alonso would hit 45 plus homers at Fenway Park.
Yeah,
Like you were looking for a middle of the order right-handed power bat. So I don't understand why you don't jump all over this. Like it's okay to
yeah,
give up a little bit of money there. I feel like he's going to be once again like Alex
and
Bregman, but in another way.
yeah.
He's going to be almost like a Nelson Cruz, right? Nelson Cruz until the day he retired
Yeah,
was a very
yeah,
like if you give him a fastball in the zone, he's going to crush it. So like I
yeah,
think until he's 40, he's going to be able to do that. Maybe not the level that he once was, but he's coming off the best year of his career. Uh, was able to get on base a lot more and was able to like uh,
yeah.
but the Orioles don't really scare me. That offense is good. They also got Taylor Ward, right? Yeah. They got Taylor Ward from the for Grayson Rodriguez from
Mm,
the Angels. Um, it's a good offense, but the pitching is just not where I mean if they
yeah,
get Framber, you never know.
the pitching
Framber
is
still being on the board
rough.
is interesting because I think he has to pitch to teams that like, hey, I crossed up my catcher, but I won't do that again.
True, 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 true. Yeah,
Um,
I think the toughest part, like from a Red Sox perspective, is like losing Alonso to someone in your division.
yes.
I think that's
Yeah.
a because that's already a very good division, and that's
Yeah, it
yeah.
just got a little bit better.
You
Exactly.
kind of got to get everything you can take.
But that
Um,
rotation is not good enough. The Orioles rotation and the
no, I
bullpen is
mean
not good enough.
I think it was 30th almost in like all major pitching stats for a good chunk of last year. So
Yeah. And they haven't
they
added. I mean, it has to be Framber for them, I think. So we'll see where he goes. I think it's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
Bo Bichette to the New York Mets.
This one this one is pretty
Frank the
interesting.
Tank was not very excited about it.
I I was looking at this one a little bit. I just think that their infield is hilarious now because they have four shortstops in their infield. It's going to be like Bo Bichette, Francisco Lindor, Marcus
Jorge
Simeon,
Polanco.
and Jorge Polanco. And I think they're just going to play them like all four positions in the infield. Like they're just going to have four shortstops. Like it looks
Yeah.
like Bichette will probably play like third and then keep Lindor at short and then Simeon at second,
Brett
Polanco at
Beatty
first.
might be on the move. Uh, but they have a good rotation, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean the bats will be there. I mean, you
I,
guys
th- I
saw
think
this
they have
with
a more balanced. Polanco and Bichette were two really, really good signings there.
yeah, yeah,
Because I think it's just like there's more depth than there was last year in the
yeah.
lineup. Francisco Alvarez had a great second half. I expect to see him have a kind of a breakout year. 20 plus homers,
Mm,
probably 80 plus RBIs, kind of that. Look, was very a lot more patient at the plate. Um, we'll see. I think 126 once again is just a crazy
yeah.
number, but there's deferrals, I think,
Okay. I didn't look at the structure of the deal
and
for that one.
uh, opt-outs after year one and two. But I don't
Mm,
understand why you would opt out when you're making $42 million a year. But
yeah, I mean,
ask
if he
ask
goes and
Alex
wins
Bregman.
MVP, maybe.
Ask Alex Bregman. But good signing. I mean, he's just gonna get on base.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, hit 317 in a league that just doesn't see that anymore,
yeah, very
unfortunately.
impressive.
The guy that's interesting to me who's not off the board yet is Luis Araz.
Mm.
Um, his bat speed is the lowest in baseball, but
The
uh,
batting average merchant
finds a way to get on base.
that he does.
Um,
That he
but
does.
I feel like in this league singles now, it's like not really getting it done. Um, so I think he signs like a $20 million deal or something like that for 2 to 3 years. Maybe Pirates would be interesting to see there. Uh, I think I'm
They
gonna throw
need
that
a
prediction in
lot
there.
of
I
things.
think we're going Pirates.
Pirates. Hmm. That would be
What do you think?
that would be a move for sure. I don't know like if I'm the Pirates, I don't know like what moves like what's even like a helpful move. Like you need so many holes filled in
You need to
in that
lock up Paul
lineup.
Skeens. That's what you need to do.
It's true.
Because I don't
But
want to see him in pinstripes.
or in Dodger blue.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Um, yeah, yeah.
So,
Rumors
but
of Scooble to the Dodgers. That would be also tragic.
I mean, there
Um,
were people that thinking it was going to happen during the winter meetings.
yeah.
You know,
I have a feeling he's just gonna play the season with the Tigers and then have to go to free agency and like they're not gonna extend him, they're not gonna trade him, they're just gonna let him go, which is like almost worse than any other
the
option.
the crazy thing was asking for $30 million in arbitration.
Yeah,
That's crazy on Scooble's account there. Um, yeah. Moving on. Talked about Ranger Suarez, the Boston Red Sox.
yeah.
Um,
Big rotation.
just a consistent guy. Um, the innings kind of scares me. He's kind of around 150. But we also have a ton of guys that are willing to step up. But also like Crochet never reached that number until he came to the Red Sox, and he was a workhorse.
Yeah.
So I think you kind of see Ranger Suarez like start to really come into that starting pitcher role, and um, I mean you have a 1-2 of Garrett Crochet and Ranger Suarez, like that's a
Yeah.
pretty good playoff rotation 1-2, and
Yeah.
then you got Brian Bayo or Sonny Gray, Brian Bayo, Oviedo, Connolly Early. Like there's just so much depth in this rotation, so many ways that they can go. I'm interested to see the trades they make because I don't think they're done by any stretch of the imagination here.
Hmm.
And I don't think there's anything else to be added in on the rotation side. So I think they go offense and try to land a big hitter. Ketel Marte, I know there's been talks about that. I think um, GM has kind of shut the door on that, but you never know. Um, so we'll
Yeah.
see. What do you think of the move?
I think it's a good move. I think, like you said, having that 1-2 of Crochet Suarez will be like huge come playoffs. So like once you get to the playoffs, like if you have like those dudes, like you can just put them on the mound and be like, we're probably going to win this game because they're not going to hit them. Like that is what matters the most in the playoffs for the most part.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's huge for you guys, and
Yeah.
just yeah, giving all the young guys also room to
Doesn't give
grow
up
and like
homers. He's on the ground a lot as well.
yeah,
A lot of guys that are on the ground in this Red Sox rotation. So it's gonna be important to find guys that can make plays. And you still got Christian Campbell in AAA. I wonder you signed him an extension, so I wonder how much of a part he's gonna play.
mm,
Because I think he improved a lot in AAA last year.
yeah,
So I'm interested to see where he's at. We'll see during spring training, which is actually coming up pretty soon here, right? I mean,
true.
probably a
We got
month
the
away now from pitchers and catchers.
WBC coming up too.
Oh,
I'm excited for
that
that.
WBC episode, the WBC episode is gonna like crack.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Um, all right, next up we got Nolan Arenado to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, the Cardinals are finally cleaning out house, getting rid of everyone. They got rid of Contreras as well.
What do you
Um,
think about him?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the Cardinals were holding on to him for way too long, um, just based on the amount of money that he's making to be old. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean
He's still a very good
yeah,
baseball player, very good third baseman. Like he's
yeah.
still Nolan Arenado. Um, but I think it's best for them to kind of move on and kind
I
of
think he kind
fully
of
rebuild.
like he's a guy that when he comes up, he still strikes fear in pitchers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
he's declining though, and he's getting older. So it's interesting to see, but it's somebody you can plug in the middle of that order and feel good uh,
yeah,
about your chances and um, yeah, able to get on base a lot. Um, so I'm interested to see kind of how the Diamondbacks do this year. How they play
yeah,
him. Will he be at third base? Will he be at first? Whatever the case may be.
yeah.
Um, I don't know how his defense has looked. I don't know how his defense looked last year, but
I think he was a little bit like last year you could just tell like, oh shoot, he's starting to get a little bit older, but like he's still like making like absolutely insane plays at third base. So it's not like he's a different player. He's still Nolan Arenado, but he is, I think, on the decline a little bit.
Yeah. Another Cardinal that the Cardinals traded, Wilson Contreras of the Boston Red Sox. That's
Yep.
your first baseman, which was has been a rotary the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Tristan Casas, who went down, he's still him. I think he's gonna um,
Mhm.
take a step up, but I think he's starting in AAA, kind of getting used to seeing pitching again, and but last year we had Abraham Toro. Christian Campbell tried a little bit at first base. Um, then Nate
So
Lowe, Romy Gonzalez. Um, one of those guys I just named, I think, is a reliable first baseman, and that's Romy Gonzalez. Um, Lefty killer. He's a really, really good ball player. Um, but kind of having a solidified first baseman in Wilson Contreras, that's going to give you 20 plus homers. Gonna drive in runs, doesn't strike out a lot. I think that's kind of where the Red Sox should go in this offseason. Who are guys that don't strike out a lot? Who are guys that pull the ball in the air? Look, I mean, we look at Paredes. I don't think he's ever hit a opposite field homer. So it'll be
maybe like
interesting to
once.
plug those two in. But um, if you kind of like look at the production, um, between Alex Bregman and Wilson Contreras, I feel like you kind of matched that with Contreras' move. You could have had both of them, but so be it. Um, but I think he's a good bat to add in the middle of that order.
Yeah.
Um, and I think he's going to thrive at Fenway.
Yeah. A new environment will be good for him.
At least
um,
Garcia to the Phillies.
yeah. I mean that is just like it just makes sense. Like the
Yeah.
Phillies. Let's just go get this dude that rakes, hits a lot of home runs, and we can throw him back in the outfield with Schwarber
Yeah,
and
I think he needed
Castellanos
a
and everybody.
change of scenery.
Yeah.
I don't think Texas was doing it for him anymore. Uh,
No.
Man, what a weird kind of Texas is weird. Like won the World Series 3 years ago
3 years ago.
and just kind of
The that World Series hangover
refell.
never went away. It's
Interested to see how they kind of fight back, but for Garcia, man, like good
yeah.
change of scenery, and I think he'll just kind of fits that like energy, that Philadelphia energy. Like imagine
Yeah.
him hitting a walk-off homer for the Phillies. It's just gonna hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he'll definitely fit in well there. It just seems like a Phillies like player. Like when I think of like the team that the Phillies have been for the past 5+ years, like he's he's definitely like one of those guys.
Yeah.
But just kind of hits nukes, and that's all you can ask for.
We got Zach Kelly back to the Arizona Diamondbacks after
Merrill Kelly.
was he traded to the Rangers
Yeah,
trade deadline?
last deadline he got traded to the Rangers, and now he's going back to Arizona for 2 years, 40 mil. So good for him.
Wow.
Little homecoming. Nice for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
They get some people on the trade, and then they get Merrill back. So
He's an absolute it's Miracle. I don't know why I said Zach Kelly.
Zach Gallen, other Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher.
Um yeah, no, I think he's an innings eater.
Yeah,
Just like a
he's
veteran pitcher. Just knows how to pitch well. Doesn't overwhelm you with velocity, but
yeah,
has a great pitching IQ. So I think he's just a good guy that just slide into that 2 or 3 spot, and you
yeah,
feel comfortable about it.
yeah,
2 years, 40 million though. It's just on the borderline of being a little bit too much, but I don't mind it. Um,
yeah. I mean, they know exactly what they're getting with him, having him for I don't say 6, 7 years. Uh, look dirt.
I'm not gonna do it, man.
But yeah, no, I mean, they know what they're getting. I don't think they're at all upset of like overpaying too much. If anything, it's like, hey, thanks for coming back. Here's a little bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so excited for them. I
Let's
think
take a trip overseas, shall we?
overseas. Actually, they are taking a trip overseas.
Yes.
Yeah, we got some Japanese signings this year, a couple Korean signings as well, I believe. Some of the big ones, Murakami to the White
Yep.
Sox. I like it for him and the White Sox. I don't really understand it for the White Sox just because they are not good. So like it's like you got this awesome hitter, like I think he's 2 3 time MVP over in Japan, like triple crown winner, and like you're slotting him in, but like you're bottom three worst team in baseball.
Yeah.
It feels like
I think
you need
I
to do
understand it for
more.
him.
Yeah,
I understand it for him because it's like if I go to like the Yankees or if I go to the Red Sox or I go to like these powerhouse teams, um, there's gonna be a lot of pressure. If I go to the
yeah,
Cubs, there's gonna be a lot of pressure.
yeah,
So let me go to the White Sox for 2 years,
yeah.
just
I
to the
think
MLB
the two
pitching.
years makes the most sense out of anything in this deal.
But also
Um,
like be their guy. Like
yeah, absolutely.
this is the White Sox guy. Everybody in Japan, every White Sox fan's gonna be rooting for him, and
Yeah,
um,
it feels
I
kind
think
of
they're gonna love him.
like a testing period. Like we got him for these 2 years, and like he's gonna be able to like develop and like get used to like the MLB game compared to baseball over in Japan. And like if he just like plays out of his mind, like the White Sox have the ability to re-sign him and make him like the core of their rebuild. But if he doesn't, then he also has the ability to go elsewhere and get paid. So
There was also this crazy made up stat that he was like he hit .90 on fastballs or something like that. Fastballs over 95, which just like wasn't true. Um,
that would be ridiculous.
but people thought he struggled with velocity, which he kind of did. He hit like in the 260s, I think, on fastballs above 95. But um,
Yeah, that's one of the biggest adjustments from baseball over in Japan compared to the MLB is like everyone in the MLP is MLP. Wow, everyone in the MLB is just chucking gas. Like you're not going to see too many guys that don't throw 95 or above, and if they don't, they probably have disgusting stuff. So yeah,
yeah. Um,
yeah,
Okamoto to
yes sir.
Toronto,
So
4 years,
Toronto,
$60 million. Um,
I
good
think that'll be
pickup.
good for Toronto. Yeah,
Yeah.
another bat, another
He's a
basically. I mean,
contact guy too.
yeah, he'll
Doesn't
kind
try.
of be taking Bichette's place in a
Yeah.
couple different ways. So
Drives the ball as well. That's what I really, really liked about Toronto last year. You watch them in the playoffs. It's like they're just trying to get on base. And sometimes that just like you ever hear from your baseball coach, if you try to hit a home run, you're probably not gonna be able to. But if you just like
yeah, line
swing and
drive.
like kind of try to make contact, balls just end up going. Like any of these
Good
home
things
runs they
happen.
hit, it wasn't quite a home run swing. It
Yeah,
was just like making good contact and get on base. Ernie
yeah.
Clement broke an MLB record for hits in the playoffs. Um,
That was crazy. That was very fun to watch.
yeah, I mean, he was just so good and like um, he's gonna be a really really good hitter. Akamoto's gonna be really really good. Um, I like it. Plugs right in the
Yeah,
middle of the order, and you're right. Takes Pichette's spot essentially.
yeah,
Um, but I bet you the Blue Jays wish they got him back, and they lost out on Tucker too, which was
yeah.
a big
To the
loss.
Dodgers, who you just lost to in Game 7, like that's gonna sting a little bit. But yeah, I
Oh,
think they're in a very good place.
yeah. Amai to Houston. He's a flamethrower.
Mm, yeah,
Um,
the big picture of this offseason that everyone was like, where is he gonna go? Where's he gonna go? The
it kind of like came up on us too. It was
yeah,
Houston.
I
Like
feel like it was talked about a lot at the beginning, and then it kind of went a little bit more silent. And then it's like, here he is. He's going to Houston.
yeah.
Probably because everyone was like, oh, he's probably going to go to Los Angeles. But so then he went to Houston, and we were like, interesting.
I
But
wonder if he doesn't succeed as a starter, if they'll move him to the relief role. Um,
Mm.
because he's an absolute flamethrower. So we'll see.
Yeah,
But I think he's gonna be good as well.
yeah,
Um,
it'll be fun to watch.
Good all season signing so far. There's a lot of guys left.
Yeah, one of the
Um,
more exciting off seasons in the past few years, I'd say.
yeah.
There's a lot going on all around.
Uh,
So
Red Sox also traded for Sonny Gray, and the Red Sox also traded for Johan Oviedo. Um, so a couple of good trades there. I
yeah,
think we missed a couple of signings and trades, but
yeah,
these were just the most important ones and the the biggest news
yeah,
we saw.
the big ones. Ooh.
Uh,
All right, gonna get into off season winners.
yeah, baby.
All
What do you
right,
got?
I can go first. My off season winner as a whole off season. Uh, just gonna give it to Kyle Tucker because I mean, 4 years, $240 million. He's making $60 million. He's probably, I mean, just go back and watch. Like, I wouldn't even say highlights, but go back and watch him like in the playoffs. Like,
Julio
it is a
Rodriguez had a
hard
better
watch.
season than him last year.
It was hard. I know he was struggling with injuries, but like just watching him because I watched a lot of the Cubs games. It just didn't look like he wanted to be there, man. And so now he's gonna go
I
make,
mean, injuries can do that, right?
yeah, he's gonna
Maybe
make
for him
60 mil a
being in
year.
a place like LA might um
The the
make
standards
him have a
of
resurgence a little bit.
expectation will be a lot lower just because he's not gonna be like the guy like, oh my gosh, we just got this huge signing. Like when we got to Kyle Tucker, we were like, oh my gosh, we got Kyle Tucker. And it was like he was expected to be this like MVP caliber player, and he
And
just
he
wasn't
was for a
there.
little bit. Like he
He
started the
was
year, it was like, whoa, this
for
is
a
like
month and a half. He was
yeah.
up there. Um, then like injuries came, and then he started to just kind of not care. It felt like just body language wasn't there. And I mentioned that like anonymous Cubs like clubhouse staffer or something. Somebody on the Cubs staff had mentioned like in an anonymous comment or I don't know what it was, but like he checks his phone more than he checks like scouting reports and like gameplay and
Yeah, I
stuff.
saw that.
And like I kind of believe that. Like I don't know, it's anonymous, so like is it really true? Where did it come from? But like I believe that just like watching his body language, especially in the playoffs, because it's like this is like peak baseball. Like this is where you want to be, and you just don't look like you want to even be on the field. Just
Yeah.
like
And once again, it's like I don't blame Kyle Tucker for
no,
wanting $60 million a year
no.
and
I
a chance
mean,
to win a ring.
that's why he's the offseason winner because like he gets to go make $60 million, probably win a ring, and he doesn't even have to do that much. Like he can bat sixth and be like mediocre Kyle Tucker, and they'll be happy with that for 60 million. So
Yeah.
good for him. I mean, I think that's a lot. So I'm giving him my offseason winner.
Apparently, they also have one of the best farm systems in baseball as well, the Dodgers, which is like how, but you know what, man?
Yeah,
Uh,
they
it's
develop talent over
it's
there somehow.
it's a dynasty over there, I think.
Yeah, scary.
My all-season winner is Scott Boras.
They go
I mean, what? Who's a Boras guy? Schwarber's a Boras guy. Alonso's a
pretty
Boras guy.
pretty much like all the
I
big
think
names.
Bichette was a. Any of these insane contracts, they're probably a Boras guy.
Yeah, more than likely.
Tucker's a Boras guy. Bregman's a Boras guy.
Yeah,
Suarez is probably a Boras. I don't know. Um, it's
I agree.
insane. Um, has a law degree and just kind of knows how to leverage people and be like, look, this guy hit 40 home runs 6 years ago, so you're gonna give him 40 million, okay? And
Yeah,
he just he finds a way, and he's my winner because he's probably a billionaire at this point. Um,
yeah. I mean, it feels like every time there's like big news on a contract, like his
Scott
name's
Boras.
like kind of just at the bottom. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, he's kind of behind all of this.
But let's get into some team winners and like
Yeah, it's some team winners. I mean, I'll go with more NL. I'd say the Dodgers and the Cubs kind of are my offseason team winners because I mean the Dodgers just obviously like they already have the best team in the MLB, and now they're getting Kyle Tucker, and now they're getting Edwin Diaz, and they still have all these dudes that can get it done. And so yeah, we're gonna go add like formerly the best closer in the MLB and formerly one of the best hitters in the MLB, and we're just gonna slot him in kind of middle, late in the order, late in the bullpen. It's like it's crazy. And then the Cubs, I think they filled the gaps that they needed very well with Cabrera and with Bregman.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that'll be like just that lineup looks very deep now.
Yeah.
And the
Oh, one of the
rotation
best
as
lineups in
well.
baseball.
So if they can figure out a bullpen, which somehow they usually do, even though they don't, it doesn't feel like
What
they
could
do.
be interesting here, Framber Valdez to the Cubs now.
Then we have like a
Because
lot
then
of
you have an
pitchers.
inning eater that's bona fide ace. Or sorry, borderline ace, kind of 1-2 guy. Um, he'd probably be your no, I think Shota's probably your ace. Um,
And when Steele comes back, Steele Cade Horton could take the ace role theoretically. He threw very well last year.
yeah. He got
We'll
a bunch
see.
of guys though. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
so
there's
I think
there's
it'd
a
be
ton of
interesting.
dudes.
I think it'd be a good fit,
Yeah,
especially like, as a pitcher. I think you want to go to a place like Chicago, who, like
yeah,
you said, I mean, 23 most, 23rd most hitter friendly ballpark. Uh,
yeah.
that's my prediction, dude. I think Fromber goes to the uh,
Triumvirate to the Cubs. We'll
Cubs.
see it.
Um, put it on the board, right?
You can put it on the
Uh,
board.
yes. I got the Toronto Blue Jays. I think they signed the guys they needed to sign.
Yeah,
One and not only a game away from the World Series, an inch away from
yeah,
the World Series.
very
Um,
much so.
Game 7, and then they add Okamoto and Dylan Cease.
Yeah,
At the same time, though, they lost Bichette, which was a
yeah,
big one. You lost out on Kyle Tucker. So it doesn't make you a juggernaut. I think it makes you a favorite in the AL East, but that starting pitching rotation is really, really good.
yeah,
Bullpen's not good. Bullpen's like below average.
yeah,
So we'll see how they kind of deal with that. And um, I think you're betting on the offense to give you enough of a lead so that the bullpen doesn't blow it. Um, but I think out of all teams, I think uh, they won it for the AL. Dodgers probably won it just in general.
yeah.
And then off-season losers, we both have the Yankees here. Yankees
Yankees
lose.
lose.
It's
Yeah,
it's been a
I
bad
mean,
offseason for them. I mean, they got
being
Ryan Weathers, which good deal.
yeah, I
Um,
think I think
but they give up prospects too, which is 4 prospects for Ryan Weathers. What are you doing?
I think what the Blue Jays did this year is what the Yankees needed to do the past 2 years, and they just haven't done that. Like when you're that close to the World Series, like you have to double down and go get it.
Yeah.
But they just haven't done it. They let Soto go, and then they really just haven't made any moves that are notable
And
this
now
year.
Stan's a year older. Garrett Cole's a year older. Aaron Judge is a year older. They're all in their 30s there.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, losing Garrett Cole
Rodon's a
for
year
the
older.
whole season hurts a lot, but I mean,
Bellinger, apparently they're prepared to move on from Cody Bellinger. That's what I heard.
makes sense. I
Um,
mean,
so Bellinger leaves. That probably slots Dominguez into a more daily role, but like, how old is Dominguez at this point?
yeah, he's been bouncing around for a while. I think we looked this up last time, and he was like
He's
younger than we
22.
expected. Yeah,
He's
just because
22.
he got signed super young.
So this has to be the year that you uh, let him kind of break out. But still, they just have too many strikeout or bust guys.
Yeah,
Jazz Chisholm,
and
Austin
home run
Wells,
derby legend. That's
Ben Rice is really, really good. He
yeah,
he was the most unlucky player in baseball, in my opinion, last year.
and
Um,
he still had good numbers for the
yeah,
at least the first half of the season was very very strong. And then he fizzled out a little bit, but like still had a very good season all around.
yeah. But I think like that showed in the ALCS. Like,
Yeah.
or not the ALCS, was it? ALDS,
Mm,
Toronto.
the yes, it was Mariners.
Oh, it was
really
Mariners
good.
and the CS. Okay, so it was the
Yeah, yeah,
DS. It showed, right? Like they struggled to get on base. They struggled to hit. And the
yeah.
Blue Jays just uh were able to go get it and um
Yeah,
make plays on both sides of the ball. They were terrific defensively too. Very sound. Dalton Varsho, just a great piece. But yeah, the
yeah,
Yankees just they didn't do anything. Um,
yeah,
biggest move was re-signing Ahmed Rosario. Like you're the New York Yankees. You got to do better than that.
yeah.
I mean, do they trust Oswaldo Perez and Jason Dominguez and um all these guys that you have? Probably, but um I think the way your roster is sitting right now, you're a fourth to fifth place team in the AL East, in my opinion. I think the Rays probably finished last. Um I think the Red Sox and Orioles are 2, 3, whatever,
Mm,
in any kind of order there. I think you're fourth or fifth in the MLB or in the AL East there for the Yankees. Um, I'm wearing a Red Sox hoodie here, so I may sound biased, but I mean, what do you think of that perspective there from an unbiased fan?
uh, I don't know if I'd put them that low. I think they could very well finish fourth. It's definitely possible. I do think they could be anywhere from second to fourth in the AL East, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
I do think they have like a lot of upside still. Could theoretically win the division. I'd be a little bit surprised if they won the division, but like if they won or lost the division, I'd be a little surprised. But anywhere else, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. I think the most likely place for them is third or fourth. We'll see. Orioles, it's just gonna be interesting to see how they pitch.
Yeah,
Um,
the pitching will be the determining factor, really. I mean, there's
yeah.
there's not much to it. Like if you can't pitch, you're not going to win a lot of games because you can't
No.
you can't put up 10 runs every game.
And that's where I think the Red Sox might have the edge over the Orioles.
Yeah,
Uh, starting rotation just down, but also we had a really, really good bullpen last year. And we have those guys we can plug into the bullpen role. Um,
for sure.
that I think if like a starter can only go 5 innings, you have a lot of guys that you can trust to get the job done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. The other loser I added this. The Kansas City Royals.
What the heck, man?
You you probably can't
It
say
feels like a
much.
shot at me. Like they signed me and now they're the
Yeah, there we
loser.
go. You know what? But that was the biggest offseason move they made, really, signing Andrew Hill uh, to a spring training or
I mean, they
a,
got some pitching pieces.
a fellow
Isaac Hollins as
contract.
well, I think. But I feel like they're kind of one of those teams in like a limbo space, like the
You know what? The
Twins
best move they made was moving the walls in 10 feet. That's
in
what
the
they're
wall.
doing.
I saw that they
Did you recommend that? Was that like a
no,
guys?
no,
We're not good enough offensively. We have to move the walls
can't
back
take
to
credit for
walls
that.
at.
I saw that they're trying to move stadiums. They have like a $2 billion stadium plan for like more like Kansas City. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Stadium renovations are those are always cool and like moving
Bobby
and stuff.
Witt obviously is just going to be
So he's so
oh,
good.
he's going to be an MVP candidate. I think he's going to have a really, really good year this year. Um,
And the
but
WBC is
especially
back,
with
so
the walls coming in 10 feet, I think it's going to really, really help him.
that's what they
And
want.
by the way, that wall in left field for the Orioles is just horrendous.
Yeah, it's got that gap is just it's tough.
I mean, it doesn't look good either. Like it doesn't look natural. There's let's just move it back. um, yeah. So losers for
Okay,
me,
like
Yankees and
the Orioles.
Royals. Um, I mean, just yeah. I mean, looking at their what major league Have they signed a guy to a major league contract? Yeah, they have to have.
Yeah,
Uh, okay, this is January. December. They traded Matt Strom. Um, okay, they
they got
signed Lane
they got
Thomas. That's a good deal.
yeah
And Isaac Collins.
yeah. I think Isaac Collins is like not like a huge name, but I think he's kind of the biggest piece that they got.
Lynn Thomas is also really, really good.
But yeah, those will be. I think those will be good fits for their
Yeah.
outfield. Just adding some bats that can get the job done, be reliable.
Well, I mean, you made the playoffs 2 years ago.
Yeah,
To kind of see them not do as much as I thought they were going to do last offseason was really upsetting. And to see how little they've done this offseason really
yeah,
upset me. But I think they're banking on guys staying healthy and their pitching rotation. And
yeah. They have a very good pitching rotation. I mean, like Bubic, like really stepped up. Like just kind of came out of the woodwork this year and like was one of the best pitchers. So yeah,
all
they
right,
got
it's
dudes
time to get immaculate here.
running in it.
We're
Whoa,
running the immaculate grid. It's been a minute.
immaculate grid.
Good to be back here. Um,
So back.
so we got the Athletics, Houston Astros starting us off. That's a tough one. Tony Kemp, I think that's a yes. I'm fairly certain Tony Kemp played for both of them.
Yeah, I believe so.
Should we run it?
Go for it. Send it. Send it.
Nice start. I was nervous,
Good,
dude,
good, good.
but I had a feeling that it was correct.
Huge.
We'll
Horizontal.
go horizontal here. Is that right? Yeah.
So
Um, A's, Orioles.
I always struggle with the Orioles. I feel like they just don't trade anybody. I think
Oh, no. Yeah, did the Orioles ever have Chris Davis, like the K Chris Davis?
I was thinking of that as well. Um, I think also Rich Hill is always safe.
Yeah. Well, I know he was
Um,
an Oriole. I know Rich Hill was an Oriole. Dude, you gotta channel. You have orange on. You gotta channel that orange inner orange there.
I'd say go Rich Hill, long lost cousin theoretically.
Hmm. Let's
Slot
let's
him in
come
there.
back to it. I don't want to just put Rich Hill if we don't know if it's 100% correct.
I'm more confident in Rich Hill than Chris Davis.
Okay, let's go Rich Hill. Hey, how about that?
Oh, I love
All right,
Rich
we have
Hill.
Athletics Hall of Fame. Um,
Ricky, Ricky's in
Dennis
the hall, right?
Eckersley. Obviously, yeah, Ricky Henderson.
Yeah,
Um, I want to think of a guy that just like stepped on the field for them for like
step on the field.
barely a little bit.
I mean, I feel
Hmm.
like Hall of Famers are tough because at least in the past, like if you're a Hall of Famer, you kind of just played for that team, like your whole career.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da,
I mean, I think Eckersley is a guarantee. Ricky Anderson, if we want like a guaranteed hit here.
hmm,
You're right though. It's kind of just like I don't think Dallas got into the Hall of Fame yet. Um, Reggie Jackson. Is Reggie in the Hall?
I believe so.
Let's try it.
Redgerton.
Oh, which one is it?
Oh, probably the top one,
Really?
maybe.
Yeah, come on now, baby. I thought he played in the 90s a little bit. That's
I
interesting to
mean,
me. I didn't think he played that
that's an old baseball card photo right
he's
there.
an
You can
oldie.
tell.
Yeah, no mustache on him.
It looks like he just shaved. Oh my gosh.
Did you lose power?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That
So
was
sick.
weird.
All right, we got San Fran, Houston. Hunter Pence is the first name that comes to my mind.
Legend. Yeah, done that.
Was he an Astro though? Oh my gosh. I think he was.
Yeah, towards the end, right?
Yes. No, I think towards the beginning he was.
Oh, true, 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 true. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. He was young.
True.
Look at that photo. What a
Yeah,
guy.
dude. Kind of looks like you a little bit. Low key.
I guess. I guess.
We got San
Uh,
Fran, Orioles. Again, Orioles just kind of that team that just like
I know.
Brandon uh hmm.
Huh. Yeah.
Marco Scutaro. I don't know if he played for the Orioles though. He might have. I'm not confident enough to go with it. Um just thinking of guys the last couple of years that have joined the Giants. Pitchers, Logan Webb was never a Oriole. Um Machado never went to the Dodgers. Chapman, no. Matt Chapman, no.
I feel like there was somebody like recently that we're blanking on.
Well, it's not a catcher. It's first base. Wilmer Flores, I don't think was an Oriole. Uh, Grady Sizemore, possibly. I know he played. No, I don't know if he played for the Orioles actually.
Did he play for the Giants?
I don't even think he played for the Giants,
I don't
really.
think so. I
Um,
don't think so.
because the thing is the Orioles aren't that old, so it's hard to like find guys that played for both. Lefty Grove, maybe no.
Maybe we come back.
Yeah. Also, what are they? Okay, so New York Giants and San Francisco Giants. That's important. But how long have the Orioles been around? 1954. Oh, hold on, 1901. Damn.
The Milwaukee Brewers for 1 year count as
They were the Milwaukee
a
Brewers.
Baltimore Orioles.
All right, you
Baltimore
got
area.
San Fran Hall of Fame, Randy Johnson. He was a Giant at the end of his career.
Really. That's funny.
He's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. He's the GOAT. I didn't even realize he was on the Giants, so that's
What a
funny.
pull from the kid.
That's awesome.
Born outside of the United States, Houston. A lot of guys you can go with here.
All of them.
Am I? Oh, he hasn't stepped on the floor
I
yet.
know, yeah. That we ran into that with Aroldis Chapman last year when
Yeah, with the Red Sox.
we pulled it right after the trade and they were like, nope. But then the next day he pitched and they were like, yep. And stuff. No, I mean you could go like very, very confident that Isaac Paredes could not have been born in the US. Um yeah, I'd say punch Isaac.
What the heck? Correct. Point 0.5 out of the kid.
That
Wow. Okay, Orioles born outside the U.S. Uh,
Orioles is a little bit trickier because I feel like they just got a
Nelson
bunch of like
Cruz. I don't think Nelson Cruz was born in the U.S.
no, I think
because he played for the Dominican Republic in the.
yeah, yeah, I don't I'm pretty sure you're right there. Yep, bang. The boys are
Come on now,
buzzing.
dude. We're back.
Hall of
Born
Famer
outside of the
outside the
U.S.
US.
Hall of Fame. You got
Let's
Big
get
Poppy if you want it, but
I feel like we gotta get like
somebody niche.
yeah, somebody niche.
Um,
We gotta get like a kooky poll. Like
yeah.
hmm,
I wonder
That's,
if Hall of Fame's tough because it's not Shane Victorino's not. Well, I guess Shane was born in Hawaii, so
Hawaii. Um, yeah, I mean, we got Poppy, we got Ichiro, we got Hawaii is definitely in the U.S., so don't put Shane.
I know that by the way, guys. Don't. I was just
Everybody,
throwing out some
everybody
thoughts.
comment whether Hawaii is or is not part of the U.S. Uh,
And then comment the same about Alaska.
mm, I like Alaska, but it's like
Yeah.
in Canada, so tough
Man,
to
there's
get
a
to.
lot of guys you can go with here. I think we go with Big Poppy.
They used to call me Big Pop.
Big Poppy David Ortiz, 5%. Hey,
Good, good, good. All right, Orioles,
dude,
Giants,
this is so tough.
Orioles,
I
Giants.
just can't think of anybody. McCubby Cove, I'm thinking. Oh, what about Willie McCovey? No. Was it Willie McCovey? It could. Willie McCovey could have played for the Orioles.
Could have. um, I don't think so though. Let's see.
Longoria never went. I don't think he played for the Orioles. I kind of like that line though, where we kind of like uh player that either was there earlier in their career or late in their career for the Orioles.
Yeah,
Uh,
I really think there's a pitcher traded like 2 years ago between these two teams, but I can't figure it out.
maybe it was a reliever.
Probably.
Gossman. Wasn't Gossman an Oriole?
Ooh, ooh, was he? I think he was. Yeah,
I think Kevin Gossman was an Oriole.
yeah. Huge, huge.
Oh,
All right.
immaculate grid.
What's their score?
Uh,
Season three score to beat is 60. Oh,
64. Dude, what a pull.
that was huge.
I
That was
wonder
big.
who let's see.
Go to summary and then scroll down.
Wow, average score is 7.7. They're
Yeah, they're
166.
dang.
Will Clark,
How do
Miguel
you rank these?
Tejada.
I I had the name Roger. I was thinking more like the relievers, like Taylor Rogers, but like I was like thinking of like Rogers, so that's funny that
Oh, I
Rogers
wonder
is.
if Taylor Rogers is on here.
No, I don't think so.
Joe Carter, interesting.
I mean, Bullet Joe Bush, bro. We didn't get Bullet Joe Bush. What are we doing? Do we even know ball? How many people do you think put Bullet Joe Bush?
Steve Finley. I didn't even know he played for the are we frozen? No, we're not. Never mind.
No, anybody.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Gossman, of course.
Yeah, I mean, most of these guys we are not getting.
I didn't know Rogers Hornsby played for the Orioles. Aubrey Huff.
Go.
Did you see what was going on? Like he was posting stuff on Twitter about how to pick up a girl or something.
No, I did not.
It was insane.
Dang. Well,
Hey
64.
man,
Season three score to beat.
dude,
Set. We're setting the tone. Let's
incredible. I
go.
mean, yeah, that's a tone setter if I've ever seen one right there.
Let's go.
I want to go back to that's fine. So, dude,
Good stuff.
season 3, episode 1, we got a lot of stuff coming for you guys. Some short form content.
Yes.
Of course, you can look forward to this podcast. I would say once a week for the most part. Uh,
Like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever.
Share, right? Share is
Share,
one we could do.
share. Yeah, start
Um,
sharing.
so we're gonna log it off for now.
So
Appreciate
trot
you
around the bases, hit
watching.
the showers. You know how it is.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. Well, you
Do
kind
you
of
have
do
a
that in the
message
shower.
for the fans before you go?
Do I have a message for the fans?
Yeah.
I gave them my message. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Okay. Any like life advice?
Life advice. You know, um, life advice. I don't know.
Don't
Pray,
do drugs, guys. Just stay away from
find
that stuff.
find peace, live
Mm.
life.
Mm.
Um, yeah, find good people. I don't know.
Nice. That you can start a podcast with.
Exactly. What more can you ask for?